And that's the playoff spot as the Hawks lose 3-2 to the Nashville Predators in tonight's game in the United Center. The Hawks lose their playoff spot with losing these 2 games in a row against the Nashville Predators. This was unacceptable. If the Hawks could have won, they could have taken a commanding lead in the standings for the 4th seed in the current playoff standings for the Central Division. But no, they get beat in both games against Nashville. In regulation, that is. Shots on net per period, 8-8 in the first period, 12-11 to Nashville in the second period, 11-10 to Nashville in the third period. Total shots on net, 31-29 in favor for Nashville. Face-off percentage. The Hawks won at the dot tonight. They went basically 55% at the dot. They won at it. But they couldn't take advantage of it. Power play. Nashville went 0 for 1. And the Hawks can't do anything on the power play in tonight's action. Going 0 for 3. Total hits, 39-25 in favor for Nashville. Block shots, 13-14 in favor for the Hawks. The Hawks were on their heels from the beginning. Until the third period, the Hawks basically looked lost. They did not come out to play against Nashville until Jeremy Colleton did something smart and put the line of DeBrincat, Suter, and Kane together late in tonight's action. This is a joke. The Hawks lose it against an arch rival who are battling for a playoff spot against us. You should be amped up and want to beat them. And they didn't. They basically let Nashville come into the United Center and beat us. So let's get to the goals of the game, why not? Because this game already ticked me off enough. In the first period, 4 minutes and 43 seconds into the game, Victor Arvidsson scores his 5th of the season, unassisted, went off he scores it from behind the net. He shoots it off of DeHaan and it beats Malcolm Subban to make it 1-0 for the Nashville Predators. At 18:30 in the first period, Jankrook scores his 10th of the season, assisted by Ekholm and Conan to make it 2-0 Nashville. This goal was all defensive mess-ups. They could not gain control. They let Nashville move the puck around in our defensive zone, and they get by standing right in front of the paint and buries it in the net. The Hawks had a rough game to start. Doc was out there for all 3 goals against. He had a rough game, I would have to say, in his second game in the return to the Hawks. And, well, the Hawks are down 2-0 after 1. We go to the second period. No goals are scored. It was mainly Nashville taking control and moving the puck around and having opportunities. Playing to the boards, keeping the Hawks away from shooting the puck on net. Nikita Zadorov lays a big hit on Pekka Rinne in behind the net. That's take it and get the opportunity, please. No. The Hawks don't get the puck and don't go for the net because Rinne was out of the net for a while after a hit from Zadorov. That led to Nashville taking the puck up and moving it into the Hawks' defensive zone. Hawks then go into the third period, still down by 2 goals, and it was played. The second period was the cat putting the team on his back, trying to finish a full comeback. At 7:35 in the third period, number 12, Alex DeBrincat, with his 17th goal of the season, first of the night, assisted by number 88, Patrick Kane, and number 24, Pius Suter, to make a one-goal game. The Cat isn't done yet, because 2 minutes later, Colleton puts that line right back out there at 9:25 in the third period. Scored by number 12, Alex DeBrincat, his second of the night, 18th of the season, assisted by number 24, Pius Suter, to tie it up at 2. The Cat gets the puck. He was finding the opportunities, getting those chances off, and he gets 2 goals tonight, tying as many goals as he had last season. Yeah, he scored 18 goals last year, and the Hawks' number 12, DeBrincat, already has 18 goals on the season. But the Hawks' comeback doesn't finish, because with 6 minutes and 33 seconds left in regulation time, so at 13:27 in the third period, Roman Josi scores his third of the season for the game-winning goal, assisted by Tolvanen and Arvidsson, to make it a 3-2 Nashville lead. Doc was out there. He turns the puck over in the defensive zone, leading to a Blackhawks defensive fall apart, basically. And tic-tac goal for Roman Josi, beating Malcolm Subban to make it a 3-2 game. And then the Hawks try to battle and get their opportunities. They weren't going in. They pull Subban with 1:30 left, and nothing can come from it. Hawks lose it, and it's just a rough loss by your Chicago Blackhawks. They could not find the back of the net after for the first 2 periods. They could not find anything to go in their way. DeBrincat had a breakaway opportunity in that second period that he couldn't bury. DeBrincat then gets 2 goals in this game, but the Hawks come out short in tonight's action. They need to find their game, get it going, because we play, in my opinion, the hardest team in the Central Division this season, the Carolina Hurricanes. So, with this loss, this drops the Hawks to 5th in the division, moving Nashville up to 4th in the division, giving them 4 wins against us already this season. This is a rough loss by your Chicago Blackhawks tonight. They didn't have it, and they blew their opportunity to have an 8-point lead in the standings if they would have won both of the games. They did not. They lost both of them in regulation and let Nashville get the 4 points and move into 4th place in the division. That's unacceptable. The Hawks need to get their game going if they want to contend and get back to their playoff spot. So down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts were from tonight's action, because they blow a playoff spot tonight and the comeback comes short. And thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, get the game going, Hawks, and let's go Hawks.